Yeah, we don't need no intro, no outro. We just need us.
What do you hope to see from this podcast content space? What do you think?
I think that this is a vibe. This podcast thing, like I remember the first time I ever heard about like podcasts, and I'm like, I want to be on one day, like for real. Like I was really wanting somebody to call me and be like, hey, you want to be on my podcast for real? But I never got a call. But I'm on one now, and it's this another dream come true. I got all nervous because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sound like crap, you know what I'm saying? Then when we get like 30 episodes in, we're gonna look back and like, dang, that was crap. But you gotta start somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and I think it's funny that this is this is probably the most uncomfortable for us. But I'm more excited about sitting here talking to you than worried about the rest of it.
Yeah.
So the content thing, podcast, whatever we call it, it's gonna be called Feed the Chaos.
Feed the chaos.
When you hear that phrase, what does that mean to you? Or what do you think it means?
Ooh, man.
Because I'm open to interpretation.
All right,
kind of
all right. I'm gonna give you what I feel. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go backwards before I go forward. So a lot of people run from chaos, right? I call them normal people. But then you got people like us that like add fuel to the fire. We want it because we big dogs.
We got a hoodie with that on it.
And we can fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know it's greater on the other side. But we can't get to the other side if we don't feed the chaos. You know what I'm saying? That's just my interpretation, though. Because, like,
I like it.
We're not regular. It's just like athletes. Do you know, and I realized this yesterday, majority of the athletes that I work with get full college ride to wherever they want to go because I work with athletes who are separators. You know what I'm saying? They separate themselves from, the regular athletes. So, like, it's normal for me to have 10, 15 guys going D1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because, like...
And more to come.
Yeah.
A lot more to come. I think our first NFL athletes are in this building already. Mm-hmm. I think our first Olympic athletes in this building already.
I was about to say it. Yo,
which is
for sure on that one. For sure on that one.
One of the first posts I made about the gym, I put in there, most of us won't win bodybuilding shows, powerlifting meets, or compete in the Olympics because that isn't our goal. But what if we overcame doubt, fear, anxiety, body image issues, depression, and found a family in the process? And I think, from my perspective again, I think that second half of that, you found a lot of that. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool is I think there's, in that second line, there's a lot of like that within our team that we've all overcome and still are trying to overcome. But because we are pursuing our life that way, we're bringing that first part.
Yep.
Those, powerlifters that are really strong, those athletes that are going to go further in their careers, those Olympians, stuff like that. I think the more we pursue the better version of ourselves, those things become easier because if you had more of an example of yourself, who you are now, and had that person where you could really follow them, and that's kind of your set example. That's part of the reason I want to do this and be more open with things, is so that people can see my struggle and be like, oh, if he did it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And I think, as a kid, you're hanging up Michael Jordan's on your wall, Tony Hawk, whoever your favorite athletes are, and we're 90s kids. So
I was so like Tony Hawk, okay.
Yeah. For me, it was Superman, Hercules.
Okay.
Those kind of stories that as a kid, that's kind of inspired me to see things like stronger in myself, better in myself, or give me something to kind of chase, even though it's a character. I think those traits are real of heroes and stuff like that. So, like, who is your childhood, like, I want to be like that person?
I'm gonna say my dad.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
For real. Cause he like my Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've said that multiple times.
Yeah. And so my dad was a mechanic, and obviously that wasn't my goal to be a mechanic, but it was just his work ethic, he was a business and still is a business owner, have been all my life for sure. So even like before I was born, he was a business owner, and like he ran basically kind of like your situation. He had his garage at his house at first, but then over the years, like he just grew out of it, and he had like basically, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like the best mechanic and exhaust business in South Arkansas.
Yeah.
For real. For over 30 years to run a business in this day and time is tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like I never seen this man fail. And if he did, I never knew about it.
So you think that was something that, like, maybe you didn't see him fail, but maybe if he was failing, he's still
Stay strong.
moving forward, trying to find another way around it?
Yep.
And I think that's exactly, like, what a hero is. It's someone who, despite everything they're thrown at, they still find a way to stand up, move forward, all that. With your dad owning the shop and everything, you kind of had an example from the start of, like, maybe a self-made business person, entrepreneur. So you think that's, like, kind of where you got that
Oh,
like, drive
absolutely.
from?
Yep.
For me, having someone that I can kind of, like, just like a Superman, like a hero, like your dad. You have that person you can kind of latch onto. You can be that person for someone else, and that's why it is important to get uncomfortable and do stuff like this, even when you don't really want to, or just nervous about it, whatever. Because if someone's really looking up to you, does it really matter? You know, like they're not sitting here like, oh well, AC doesn't look as happy as she did the other day, or she's not wearing this or wearing that, or there's no background. Like, it doesn't really matter. That person that's drawing inspiration from you is still gonna get it, as long as you're pursuing the best version of yourself. My goal with this is to hear from other creative people, hear their story, hear what inspires them. With you in stretching, what was the first thing that, like, brought you to the idea of stretching people, or just the recovery process as a whole?
Well, I've always been like a problem solver. And when I was training athletes, the biggest problem was the flexibility. If I figure out how to solve that problem, it'll help people instantly, you know what I'm saying? So when he got certified for assisted stretching.
What was the thing that made you know, like, I don't want to go to just like a normal 9-to-5 job space and work that. I want to try to go pursue this in a way that I'm in control of the whole process?
Mainly because I'm confident in my craft. If you give me an opportunity to stretch you, I know it's going to work. So the hard part is just convincing people to get on the table. So I don't know what year it was or what part of whatever year it was that I finally realized, like, I know myself better than anybody else. Like, you can't tell me how I can do something. I can tell you how I can do it, and I can show you too.
Just pursuing the whole process, what is the hardest thing you've gone through, pursuing what you see for yourself?
Ooh, that question that's a deep one right there.
I would say from my perspective, like what I've seen, I know with just coming over here, you face, some people don't like the fact that you work for me, work with me, whatever, however they want to view that. For me, I face a lot of opinions that I kind of didn't expect. Like maybe what's some of those things that, like, you didn't quite expect to face, and maybe didn't quite understand why that would even come up?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest challenges. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it, but overcoming that challenge was probably what propelled me the most. Like, that was holding me back the most, because I care about people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
And a little too much. But when I stopped and started doing, basically what works for me, and apparently what people didn't prefer for me, that's when stuff started to align for me. The deal is, like, in order for people to accept you or value you, you have to value yourself. And I was missing that piece. Like, I was not valuing myself. And, people judge you, they rate you. Like, how you rate somebody 1 to 10, like how you feel about this person, right? Like, I wasn't rating myself. Like, I was just going off of other people's opinions about me and just living off of that. But when I stepped back and just looked at myself and reevaluated my own life, I'm like, well, this is going to be the best move for me. It propelled me for sure.
I feel like we're very similar in that fact of, like, we're very confident in our ability, confident in what we bring to the table, and very sure of ourselves when we do decide to take action. But I think it's one of those things where even if you don't really care about people's opinions, you're still going to filter through those. You're still, regardless, you're going to have to give it a thought when you hear it, because that's just the nature of hearing it. And I think that's where a lot of people probably get tripped up the most, is they hear that opinion and then you have to reassure yourself that you are what you say you are. And I think that's something I love about having you around, is that, like I said, you can hear those opinions, and we maybe even, talk about it, entertain their idea, whatever, speak our thoughts on it. But when it comes back to it, it's like you got to go back and double down and kind of go through your checklist of yourself. Of
Right.
Who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing this thing? And then those opinions seem to get really, really, really small really fast when you do that correctly.
We got to stop letting people control us, right? And when we say control, like, basically when you wake up every morning, the first person who is in control of your mind, your body, your soul, all that is you, right? So it's like, I've just been working on learning how to protect my mind and my heart, when I'm around people, or like on social media, when I jump on social media, just so I can continue to elevate even with like negative energy. Cause
You're always going to face that.
Yeah. The higher you go, the more life is going to challenge you.
Back to your story. When you get going and you start feeling like I'm like kind of in my flow here, what does that look like for you? Like, what does it look like when I'm the best AC?
Being around like the community, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be days I'll have 10 people in there. 5 of them just came to just hang out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do have a lot of people that just
while
hang
they
out.
Teammates like getting recovery, you know what I'm saying? So it's like just community. And when I'm around it, like, that just give me so much fire. Like, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about problems. I'm not thinking about social media. I'm just enjoying the moment, because even though I don't play sports anymore, I still get to be around like all that. Everything that comes with playing sports, I'm in it. And that's literally been my goal for, I would say, the past 6 or 7 years, is to just be around sports working.
Yeah. I've been in the recovery room when you've had what you're talking about. You've had, somebody on the table, people in the compression, someone else on stem, and then you just have people kind of hanging out, and it kind of feels like that, like, kind of old school barbershop vibe, where everybody's just kind of like, you got your haircut, but you're just gonna go sit over here because your other buddy walked in. And I think that's super cool. So obviously you have something that draws people to you with your service and everything, but there's something there that makes people want to stay a little longer. What do you think about your work? Like, what message do you think just your work sends to people for them to want to do stuff like that?
Educating people, like, that's why I started what I do. Like, a lot of people don't know the importance of stretching and recovering your body, because they just never been taught. So any information that I know, I always pass it along. Free game, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I want anybody that I come in contact with, or that knows anything about me, to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I've ever said or did anything to help anybody, whether I know it or not, like, my job is done. That's the biggest thing for me. It's just like helping people grow, especially athletes. Like, I wish I could still be an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
You are an athlete.
Yeah, I know, but
You're just more athletic now.
Yeah. But it's like, that's my way of like still being in it. And just like, I work with kids starting 6 years old on up, right? And I've had kids I watch like grow up since I've been training and doing all the things and like, I don't know, it just like make me feel good. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, how does it like feel to see? Because I know you got a few that you've worked with for that long, and I think maybe Cam is one of those.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? When did you start working with him?
Cam was, I think, coming out of the 9th grade when I started working with him. So
okay, so pretty young.
Yeah.
And now him being with the Razorbacks, like, how does that make you feel, knowing that like you're a part of that process, and also the fact that he comes back still? He's in the best athletics facility in the state. Yeah. But he's still coming back to you. How does that make you feel?
It just makes me feel like, of course they trust me, right?
Right.
That's the biggest thing, is they trust me and they just feel comfortable with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I got a relationship with these kids. It's like they my kids. You know what I'm saying? So like they know they need to stop and see me when they come in town. It's like not just about the stretch, but also just like, when you go into town, you gotta go see your auntie, your aunt,
Yeah, you gotta make
everybody.
your little pit
I'm one of
stops.
them. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a stop, like, and you just happen to get a good stretch and recovery session with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I do feel that people really genuinely come see you because they want to come see you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a stretch, and the bonus is hanging out with AC. But I feel like with some of your clients, I see it's the other way around. It's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go hang out with the AC, and I'm gonna get a stretch as the bonus.
Right.
I
Yep.
think that's really cool. What age would you guess that you were like, I want to do something different with my life? And maybe it's not even when you knew like stretching was your thing. You just like, maybe you just recognize that I'm not quite like the rest of the people around me. Like, what age do you think you picked up on that?
I would say 30, because I really am a people pleaser, like big time. I don't know. It's like I forgot about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead and turn that around. Well, I didn't have as much wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because wisdom is a thing. You don't even call it like knowledge anymore. It's
Right.
straight up wisdom,
Right.
because it's like
There's the
once you learn like a certain adulting like trick, you just gotta like keep doing that trick over and over and over again to get through like challenges, right? So I just kind of told my age.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna lay that out there for everybody.
Yeah.
But
And
I didn't
that's
really mean to
cool.
do that.
That's cool. That'll get more comments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, she 34? Did I hear that right?
She don't look it.
Yeah, she don't look it. And then we can do another episode on that. And I can tell them why I don't look like I'm 34.
Yeah.
Because I do get that a lot. I was talking to somebody in the gym the other day, and he overheard me telling somebody else I was 34. He yelled across the gym. He was like, "You're 34?"
Ain't no way.
And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "How? I thought you were like 24." I was like, "Man, because in my mind, I am 24. I've been living right since I was 24, so that's why I still look 24. You know what I'm saying?
Happiness has a lot to do with that, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
I guess
Having people look younger,
I've been happy for the most part.
at least pursuing it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I learned a few years ago to just focus on me versus me, right? So like, I never look at anything or anybody as competition, because I'm so locked in on competing with myself. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It just makes me go harder. You know what I'm saying?
I think too, when you know you got it,
Yeah.
there's not much competition.
That's
Because there's only one AC, there's only one me. Yeah, you could do the same thing. I know a lot of people who have opened gyms, but they ain't open to work harder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they can't complete the vision that's in my head.
Facts.
And it's not to say that they can't go build something great themselves.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's important that you take action on those ideas, is because no one can do it the way you can,
Facts.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
For instance, this podcast, I was standing here. I've thought of a podcast for a long time. I've had the stuff. I've considered it multiple times. I've never felt like I knew what I wanted to say, or felt that it was like the right time for me to do that, and it wasn't. The other day I was kind of talking about the direction I want to move with the business, and instantly I saw this spot, like clear as day, like what I wanted from it, what this little, this spot that was kind of holding junk again, what it could be. And I was like, I gotta act, because if I don't act now, then the longer I take, the more fear can come in, the more opinions can come in, the more other little adversities can come in. You start thinking about, oh, I gotta have this certain mic, and I gotta have this certain setup, because it's all gotta look this certain way. And I think a lot of times, like, that's the examples I saw was, okay, here's a good idea, how can we make it happen? But here's all the processes we have to go through. Instead of just taking the step. Like, where's the action behind, your calling? Why are we entertaining the fear of it? I mean, sitting here, I don't like this. I don't like being on camera. I don't like talking.
Yeah.
Knowing that other people can really perceive me. But my whole life I watched examples of people say a lot of stuff but never do anything behind it.
Yep.
So for me, instead of just talking about what I'm going to do, if I can just take the action on it, one, it eliminates the ability to let fear set in at all. You can't entertain that anymore.
Right.
And now, 2 days later, you've completely cleaned out a spot, set up a whole podcast studio and everything, and here we are making content.
Right.
And I'm personally proud of myself for that, because that's the kind of thing that inspires me, is taking the least of what you got and making it work, and then earning the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people miss out on that, and that's kind of what I want to bring. If I can inspire somebody one way, it's just like, when that thought becomes so clear, like, it's time to act. There's no time to waste, no time to let fear set in, just go.
I love
it. If it's for you, it's going to work out exactly how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And, as we are, if you're someone who believes in God and what he's placed on you, if you believe in God and all he has to say about you, why would you be scared?
Ooh, that just turned me up.
Why are we not starting a podcast? Why are we not building an entire store, out of some shelving and making it work? It doesn't look like what it really is, but it's the action that matters most. It's having that clear vision and the ability to have that clear vision, and then the ability to go act without letting fear or opinions, doubt, anything else interject and slow that down. And I think that's why, like, things like this and a lot of things that we do are special, is because our team acts.
That's one of them tricks. That's one of them tricks I was talking about. Adulting tricks.
Yep.
Prepare for what you praying for. Like, you praying for something big and you not preparing for it, you ain't gonna be ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you doing it. Like, it's crazy. We sit here in this spot, and in the next couple years, it could be a even bigger spot. You know what I'm saying? Will be. Like, yeah, like, we gotta start, basically. You know what I'm saying? Or if we don't, like, it's gonna get buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or someone else is gonna do it, and then you're gonna be that person that's like,
And
I
that's
could have
gonna
done
piss
that.
you off.
I could have done that.
Yep.
Back in my day.
I was about to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that idea, but
Yeah. See, and that's why I like to share my story. And I like people to share their stories, because you will see why you can't be AC. I got a lot of L's, but ain't none of them losses. They all lessons for me. Like, I'm talking about some of my biggest L's. I don't claim them as no loss. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because 9 times out
Don't
of
fit
10,
in my pocket very well.
Nah, for real. I need W's in my
Right.
pocket. Yeah.
When you realize it's not a failure if you're learning something, then it's like, oh, I just found a better way to do this. Like today, I'm sure everything about this we're doing is not going to be perfect,
Yeah.
but the next time we do it's going to be better than the first time, and the third time is going to be better than the second time, and that's the way you got to grow. It's just like, with your stretching. The first time you stretch somebody, they're probably going to be super tight and still, struggling with mobility.
Yeah.
But that second, third, fourth time you get a hold of them, you're going to start seeing, hey, this is getting better. This is getting a little easier. I'm moving better. I got more range of motion. It's the same thing with stuff like this. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable at first,
Yeah.
but you're going to get that. You get more range of motion and get more comfortable with it, and your body's going to, oh, we can do this. And that's how it is with everything.
That's so good.
A message to the people that support you, have supported you, or potentially will support you. What would you say to those people?
What I want to say to them.
You can edit everything,
This is what I want to say to them. I had a dream, or I have a dream.
Sorry.
I was about to go Martin Luther King on them. I ain't gonna do
She
it.
went off the script.
Nah, but for real though, like, I really want to be real with these people, but like, it's gonna sound crazy.
It ain't crazy unless it is.
Basically, I'm gonna be everything that y'all think I'm gonna be. Like, for real. Even if you don't say it, you think it. Yeah, I'm that and more.
And more.
Yeah.
A lot more.
That's-
There's still way more.
Oh, way more. Like, basically, this is how I, like, see my journey. I'm an athlete, right? Oh, I want to be an athlete so bad. I'm an athlete, right? I'm a stretch practitioner, but as an athlete. You know how athlete graduate high school, they get their offers, right? I'm like the highest. I'm SEC. I want to be in the SEC. So basically right now I'm in the SEC and I am performing at my best. But I know it's another
Wait
level.
a second. Are you saying the SEC is the best conference? Is that why you're using the SEC?
Yes.
All right.
You don't like the SEC?
I'm just making sure that's what you were going
Do we
with
need to
there.
talk about the SEC real quick?
I agree with you.
Okay, good. But yes, that's my favorite conference. So yeah, I'm in the SEC right now, and I'm like number 1 in the SEC. So I'm definitely getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who, I don't know when, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that anticipation, right? Something bigger coming, but I don't even know when, how, why, where, all that. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm going.
Just biding your time.
Yeah, like I'm not about to be in the SEC forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm coming out.
Although some people can now. You can be there like 7-8 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
crazy.
But that's not gonna be. I got however much time I'm supposed to
I ain't
be
gonna
here.
let you sit around here for that long.
Yeah, I might get drafted early for real.
Just don't
You know what I'm
leave here.
saying? LeBron James, he went straight out of high school. Did we forget about that?
It's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm different.
As an athlete, you want to be the best at whatever position you play, whatever sport you play. It's the same thing. You want to be the best stretch and recovery person that there is.
Absolutely.
That's the athlete mindset. Like, if we sit down and do a podcast, we're trying to be the best ones. If we go work out, trying to be the best ones. Whatever you do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where work harder came from. It's whatever you do, work harder.
Yup.
Do the things that other people aren't willing to do, like get uncomfortable on a podcast.
Yup.
The other side of that question I was going to ask you, if you had one message to all the haters, what would it be?
I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all inspire me too. It's some really good haters out there. Like I'm talking about, they make it a full-time job, and the work ethic behind it. I'm inspired.
Right now, full messages to tell you what you are and aren't capable of doing, and sharing their unwanted opinion of you, all those things.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, I twist that around into how to inspire me, like for real.
I off the cuff a little bit, but that's something with this. I kind of, it's chaos. I kind of want to bring some of that into it. I personally have a album in my phone. It's called the F*** 'em album.
Jesus.
And it's literally an album of anyone who's ever, sent me a message, posted something about me, just screenshot it.
And put it
so
in
that
there.
when I do have a bad day, I go look at that album. And it's not the best thing to pull from sometimes, but sometimes you just need a little fuel to the fire. And I like to go back and look at like, hey, these people think you can't do it. And that's enough for me to go, all right.
But you ain't scared of nothing, huh?
Yeah, I would love to, let's pop up a few of these messages. I think some people would freak out.
I would never. That's the type of stuff I delete out my phone. I never want to see it again type deal. But you got an album in yours?
I got an album. I want to, I have another one that same kind of thing. It's all inspirational. So it's for the people that, there's people that want to see me succeed and believe in me and all that. And that's great. But it's easy when you're getting like fluffed up. Everybody's telling you, hey, AC, you're good at this. You're great.
Yeah.
It's easy. But it's those people that tell you can't that usually are the ones that really, they don't sit well. And that's what sparks you.
That's what you need.
It's just like playing sports again. It's like, game on the line, you're coming down the court or something, you got those people chirping. It's those people that you're like, yeah, I'm about to show you. And it's those moments that stand out. It's Kobe stepping over Tyronn Lue, and it's those moments where it's big.
Right.
It's overcoming that negative energy and all that. And so yeah, I like having that and being able to pull from that and prove them wrong.
Album. That's crazy. I hope I never make it to the album.
You better not.
Good Lord.
I'm gonna have some big problems.
I don't know. I ain't trying to, man. But yeah.
Cool. I feel good about that. I feel good about this so far. I think the lighting is good. Sounds good.
You already had your first celebrity on the show. But yeah, this is good. I appreciate you. Wow, I feel so relieved because I was pretty.
Yeah, I think the other thing too with this is we're gonna have content.
Show.
We don't have excuses.
Hell no.
Another raccoon.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting antsy, so that's probably why I'm talking crazy.
Cool. Well, let's get out of here.